What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have a pretty big main slate tonight, a couple of games that we need to look at rain radar before in a couple hours here. Cleveland at Detroit and Philadelphia at Atlanta. Those two games have the biggest threat for any sort of delay or cancellation. So we're going to leave those games out of this video. We're going to have to look at those radars closer to lock. There's plenty of great value out there. A lot of these lineups aren't confirmed yet because I do this in the early to late afternoon, and usually lineups aren't out until like 3 to 4 hours before the game. So as I usually do, one pitcher, two infield, and two outfield value plays that I'm looking at for tonight. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate you for tuning in, and let's get after it tonight. NBA, we've been doing pretty well with the single games. The GPP lineup did well last night. MLB, we ended up not doing so well in the main slate. Had a ton of Angels, and they didn't really produce. But let's have a bounce back night tonight. There's plenty of great spots here tonight. And then on Prize Picks as well, we've been doing really well over there. They have a little promotion going on today. All NBA first entries, $10 are free, meaning that, you know, if you bet a $10 entry and you win as normal. If you lose that $10 entry, they give that $10 back to you in credit. So it's a risk-free thing. As usual, I will be providing NBA and MLB Prize Picks as well, because that prop site is definitely the best prop site around. But let's get after it here today. At pitcher, I like Frankie Montas of the Athletics. He is a favorite here. The over-under is super low at 6.5. He had to exit early in his last start because he got hit on the hand with a comebacker. He's gone through bullpen sessions without any discomfort, so he's going to be starting as usual. He didn't have much time off, so I'm not worried about any sort of pitch count. He's in the best spot here for pitchers tonight. 8,800 is a great price on him. Outside of a couple of poor performances against Cleveland and against Detroit, he's had some massive games, a few games in the mid-40s, a couple of games, or that one game a couple of starts ago at 52. So he can rack up the strikeouts. This is a really good matchup against the Rangers. Their offense isn't really great outside of Corey Seager. So there's a reason why he's a favorite here at the Coliseum. A nice pitcher's ballpark here tonight. My first infield play, let's look at Trey Turner. This Dodgers team is by far the best team to stack tonight. We don't know their lineup yet. It is the last game of the night. We might not get a confirmed lineup by the slate lock, but we can assume these Dodgers studs are going to be playing. Trey Turner, 4,000, easy play. You know, he's a guy who really does everything. He's a 5-tool player. He can steal bases. He can hit for power. You're paying up for a stud. Look at his hitting streak. Oh my God. I didn't even realize this either. He has gotten a hit in every game since May 8th. I mean, Jesus, I didn't even notice that. This guy's an absolute stud. 4,000 is a fine price on him. He should be like the highest priced player on this slate. He's just an easy play. He hits for average, and like I said, 2 stolen bases last game. This Dodgers team is destined to score runs tonight. They're big favorites. It's a 9.5 over/under. And my theory on this too, if you have both pitchers in this game not even listed in the FanDuel player pool, you know they're not good, and the hitters are going to be able to do a lot of damage. The Dodgers pitcher and the Diamondbacks pitcher both aren't even listed to pick tonight. They're newer guys, and they should get hit around a lot here. Not only are the Dodgers great, but you could even look over at the Diamondbacks as well as some cheaper options, as I will get on later here with my picks. Second infield play here, Carlos Correa, the Twins right behind the Dodgers as the second best team to stack here tonight. They're second in projected team run totals behind the Dodgers. They have an outstanding matchup, righty-lefty matchup against Daniel Lynch. Lynch hasn't really been good. And Correa at 3,400 should be fine. His power numbers should get going. I expect, even though he's been terrible, I expect Byron Buxton to carry high ownership once again here tonight. He is expensive and he's on a terrible slump. Maybe I put Buxton in GPP because I am waiting, and he is due to have a big game, and this is not a bad spot here as the Twins are pretty big favorites at home. But Carlos Correa is definitely a great play, probably the best play on the Twins here tonight. For the outfield, Jonathan Dazza is a great, cheap salary saver here tonight. The Rockies should be able to put up some runs against the putrid 0-7 Patrick Corbin, 6.6 ERA, a nice righty-lefty matchup. Dazza, batting second at 2,300. This is a great value spot. There's really no reason not to play him. I love opening up some salary here as you're going to need it if you're going to be stacking those Dodgers. 353 average. He hits for contact. All he's got to do is get on a couple of times, maybe score, get 6-9 fantasy points. That's all you really need. And if he does anything more than that, it's just a bonus. At almost minimum price, he's a guy you want to target to save some money. Then my last play, Dalton Varshall. As I brought him up in the last video, as a guy who just always produces for me, he ended up leading off that game. First pitch that the Diamondbacks saw, he hit a home run. And he's on a bit of a heater. He's also on a really long hitting streak. He hits for power. He also hit a double in that last game, 3 doubles in his last 4 games. He's been racking up fantasy points. 3,300 is a fine price on him. And like I was saying when I was explaining Trey Turner, not only are the Dodgers good to stack, but the Diamondbacks in this game as well. It's got the highest over-under of 9.5. Arizona is a good hitter's ballpark, so Varshall and other Diamondbacks are good targets as well in this game. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.